Hello everyone, welcome to module 14 of n8n Basics 0 to 1 course. Now we are talking about loop node, why looping is important, and we are gonna explore what looping is, how to use this particular loop node. So yeah, let's directly dive into it. Loop node, why looping is important. Many workflows need to process multiple items one at a time. So this node actually looks pretty simple, but it's very crucial to any workflow because what you'll find is there are multiple scenarios where the APIs of the upcoming workflows might not get triggered or might give you a warning that you are using the API limits too much. Or what might happen is you are sending too much data for an AI agent that it cannot manually process it. So in those cases, what we need to do is we need to batch process every data. So let's say you've gotten 15 items and you want to take one of that item through that entire process of going to this flow, then that flow, then that flow, then that flow, and then come back. And then you will take in the next person. So let's say it's an enrichment workflow. Now the enrichment workflow, what happens in that is one person's name and business mail is passed. That business mail goes to one agent, which kind of scrapes out the company details. Then it goes to another, which goes to LinkedIn and scrapes out personal details. Then it goes to another flow, which generates a personalized cold email, and then it comes back and fetches out the next person. So if all of these data, all of these 15, 20, 100 items or 100 people's data were to be passed on in a single instance, the entire workflow will start hallucinating or it might not perform that well. So in those cases, loop node is very crucial. You'll have to be very smart as to where you want to use this, how to put this, and how to leverage this in the best way possible. So yeah, let's go to our n8n cloud to see how the loop node looks like and what are the options that we can use here. So yeah, so this is as simple as this. You would see there is a trigger to it, there's a loop, and the loop is always connected to this replace me. So what you need to simply do is you need to delete this connection, and delete this node completely, and whatever is the next node you can put it here, right? So let's say we are putting in sheets. Okay, so we can do append row in sheets. So now based on this workflow, this loop node, whatever information is coming inside this, right, it would start processing the information one by one. And once it's done by processing all the information, all the items, then it would go to the done node. That's it. So let me show you a real world use case of this loop node. We'll go to this workflow. This is a batch calling workflow that I created. Maybe by the time that you're watching this video, the video of creating this entire automation is already out there on YouTube, on the school community. So yeah, please explore, please have a look if you can find that. If not, of course, it would be coming very soon. So yeah. So how I've used loop node in here is this is more like a HR screening agent, where in this particular node, I have a sheet of 100 200 people or 100 200 applicants of a job, and this workflow needs to call every person. Okay, so you'd see that the moment that we run this particular node, it will get 100 items in an instant, but we cannot pass 100 items to this phone call API in a second, and our phone call API cannot do 100 calls in a single instant, right? That's not possible for the AI agent to do that, right? Because this is much more than 1 second of the API limit, which retail's API limits have. So yeah, so that's why this is a real world use case where I've put in the loop node. This would start calling all the person one by one. That's it. And the moment that all these calls are done, this loop node would take the entire flow and all the data to this done node. And now this, of course, there's another workflow which is running here, right? So that's how you can use the loop node in real life. So a couple of loop node examples. Email each contact individually, process a list of contacts. I already told you about this, and send them personalized email to each recipients. Then check product stock level, iterate through a product catalog, and verify inventory availability for each of the items. You can also do this. This can be used via e-commerce and Shopify stores, WooCommerce stores owners. So you can check out product catalog, stock levels, and whether or not everything is in check. So I feel like there are infinite use cases of loop node, of course. And now all you need to know is the concept of where to use the loop node particularly, so that it takes care of our workflow functioning comfortably without hitting any errors, without hitting any API limits. That's it. So yeah, that was it about module 14 loop node, and I would see you in the next video.